common barn owl. Now the common barn owl has kind of a slim, elongated profile, has very long, almost featherless legs, and has a white heart-shaped facial disc and those brown eyes. And this is a young male, and you can hear him making that kind of screech noise, or sound, or vocalization, and that's because he's a young male, and he was raised by humans, and so he's using that as a contact call, kind of letting his parents know where he is. Now, of course, he thinks his parents are his people that raised him, but that's what he's doing with that call. Now, you see those brown eyes. Now, this barn owl does hunt in the dark hours of night, but the brown eyes that he has see pretty well in the dark, and he probably sees well enough where he doesn't actually run into things at night, but he does most of his hunting with his ears. Now, that white facial disc that he has, you can see it's surrounded by the brown feathers there, that actually assists his hunting. Now, when you see him fly, he has very, very different flight than the gray hawk did. He flies more like a butterfly or a moth with slow, deep wing beats. Now, when the barn owl hunts, he's going to use his ears to locate his prey. So the ears on the barn owl are underneath those brown feathers surrounding that facial disc, and they're kind of small. They're against his head. You can't see them under those feathers, but they're asymmetrical, or they're offset. So his right ear is higher on his head. His left ear is lower. Now, humans have symmetrical ears. Our ears are about the same place on our head. So when we hear a high-pitched sound or a whistle, we can turn our heads and we can locate where that comes from within about a degree or two. But because the barn owl's ears are asymmetrical, he can not only detect where sound comes side to side, but also up and down. In fact, his hearing is so sensitive that the high-frequency hearing on the barn owl is the best of any animal ever tested. So even in flight, he can locate the sound of a mouse scuffling in the grass. And that's exactly how he'll locate that mouse. Even if it's pitch black outside, he can listen for the sound of the mouse, and he'll use his horizontal hearing and his vertical hearing and line that up like the crosshairs of a scope. And he'll fly.